Let's start with Sterling and Harris, because their story doesn't begin with a baby. It begins with time, 15 years of it. 15 years of circling each other, walking away, coming back, and reopening wounds that were never allowed to heal. This wasn't a short-lived relationship that fell apart. This was a connection that refused to stay gone.
"15 years, that is a lifetime of history. Miss Sterling, you say the relationship has been on and off?
Yes, Your Honor. We have been through everything together.
They broke up, they reconciled, they argued, they tried again. And every reunion came with unresolved tension from the last goodbye. Over time, arguments became routine. Trust wasn't just shaky, it was fragile. And every disagreement seemed to remind them why things never truly worked.
Mr. Harris, she says you two have been together since you were teenagers. Why are we here today?
Because even after 15 years, Your Honor, I don't know where I stand. I don't know what to believe anymore.
Now fast forward to the present. Sterling and Harris aren't here to argue about the past anymore. They're standing in paternity court with something that permanently binds them together, an 11-month-old baby boy named Kaysan. Sterling enters the courtroom with certainty in her voice and determination in her posture. Her goal is clear. She wants Harris to officially acknowledge, without hesitation, without doubt, that he is Kaysan's biological father. But Harris doesn't enter the room with that same confidence. Instead, he looks worn down, emotionally tired, mentally exhausted, like someone who's been carrying uncertainty for far too long.
You've been in this child's life for 11 months. You've been providing.
I've been there every day, Your Honor. I've provided, I've shown up, I've changed the diapers. I've done what a father is supposed to do.
Harris tells the court that for months, he has been present in Kaysan's life. He's provided, he's shown up, he's done what a father is supposed to do. But internally, he's been fighting a quiet battle. Because caring for a child while questioning whether that child is truly yours does something to a person. It creates distance, it creates hesitation, and eventually it creates emotional withdrawal.
It's hard to give 100% of your heart when you have that 1% of doubt in the back of your head telling you that you might be getting played. When did this doubt start? Was it after the baby was born?
It started way before then. It's the things she said, the people she's been around. I've been living in a constant state of uncertainty.
Harris admits that he's been living in a constant state of uncertainty, present but unsure, involved but emotionally guarded. And he says that uncertainty has already begun to change how he feels.
How can you say that? You see him, he looks just like you.
Looking like me isn't enough anymore, Sterling. I need to know. I've seen kids look like men who weren't their fathers. I need to know. I need it on paper. I need the cycle to end today.
But here's the part that matters most. This doubt didn't start today. It didn't start last week. It didn't even start after Kaysan was born. This doubt has been growing for a long time. And to understand why, the court has to go back to the moment the trust truly began to crack.
To the 15 years of on and off, and we need to talk about the timelines. Tell me about the event, Miss Sterling. Who else was in the picture when you and Mr. Harris were on a break?
There were times we weren't together to her back to him. There was one person, a guy from my past, but that was months before I got pregnant.
You were talking to him the week we got back together. I saw the messages, Sterling. That's why I'm sitting in this chair today.
Messages don't make a baby, Harris.
Wait. Mr. Harris, you saw the messages?
I saw things that didn't add up. We've been in this cycle for 15 years, Judge. We break up, she finds someone to fill the void, then she realizes she wants me back. The timing was just too close. I can't be the backup plan and the father at the same time without proof.
The tension in the room is palpable. For Sterling, this is about validation. For Harris, this is about survival. If he is the father, he can finally let his guard down. If he isn't, 15 years of history just hit a dead end.
Miss Sterling, did you bring another man into your life during the conception window?
We were broken up, Your Honor. He was seeing people too. Why is it always on me?
Because you're the one who was carrying the child.
I just want to be his dad. I can't do that if I'm looking at him and wondering if I'm raising another man's legacy.
Harris's voice cracks. The tough guy exterior is gone. He is a man who has been pushed to his limit by a decade and a half of instability.
The tragedy of the on and off relationship is that trust becomes a casualty of war. You spend so much time leaving each other that you forget how to stay. But today, the cycle stops. Whether it stops with you two being a family or it stops with you going your separate ways, the truth is going to be told.
Your Honor, the evidence.
And then thank you, bailiff. A little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come on you like a thief. You two didn't go broke overnight. You went emotionally bankrupt slowly. Every time you chose a break instead of a breakthrough, you were sleeping. Every time you used your words to slash at his fatherhood, Miss Sterling, you were folding your hand.
The poverty Judge Roberts speaks of isn't about the balance in a bank account. It's the scarcity of peace. It's the way Harris looks at a child he has fed, bathed, and rocked to sleep, and feels like a stranger in his own home. This is the armed man the scripture warns about, the doubt that has now taken Harris hostage.
These results are for Kassan, an 11-month-old who deserves to know exactly who he belongs to. He shouldn't have to inherit your cycle. He shouldn't have to pay the tribute of your indolence.
He's yours, Harris. I know he is. I know he is. I'm sorry for what I said. I was just...
The sorry doesn't fill the hole, Sterling. I need the paper to say it. I need the truth to do what 15 years of I love yous couldn't do. I need it to make me a father.
Harris stands there, a man who has lived under tribute to this relationship for his entire adult life. He is exhausted from the forced labor of trying to love a woman who uses his heart as a target and a child who feels like a question mark.
The results are in my hand.
In the matter of Sterling versus Harris, when it comes to 11-month-old Kassan, the 15-year cycle ends today.
One way or another, you are leaving this courtroom different than how you entered it.
The camera lingers on the envelope. Inside is a percentage, a number, a mathematical certainty that doesn't care about breaks, doesn't care about Ubers taken to other men's houses, and doesn't care about words spoken in anger. It is the only thing in their lives that isn't on or off. It just is.
Mr. Harris, you are...
In this moment, the silence is heavy with the spirit of slumber they lived in for over a decade. The air is thick with the realization that even if the results say he is the father, the damage of the doubt remains. They are standing at the edge of the cliff.
Let's find out the truth for Kesson.
Next, the words that slowly destroyed everything.